Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Becca Lynn and I'm here in Lowry City, Missouri, and I'm going to show to you how to make a southwestern salmon. First, we're going to put some olive oil in our cast iron skillet we have heating up, and then that way we can get our veggies in there and start sauteing those. I'm going to cut up my red onion and I'm going to put it in there and get that sauteed nice and warm. I really like using red onion because I love the color of it. The smell's not too bad either. I use about a half of a red onion until I can't cut anymore before I cut my fingers, and then that way it saves us all some grief. Woo! Okay, I have my red onion in there. Now I'm going to add my yellow pepper. Kind of clear my mess. Now I'm going to cut up my green pepper and throw that on in my skillet. I am cooking up a storm today, folks. I tell you what. There's nothing better than cooking up salmon. I like to call this my North meets South dish. Get it? Because salmon's from the north and southwest, Philly cheese. Okay, while I've got my peppers and my onions are in here sauteing, I've got my oven on about 350 to 375, depending on how your oven cooks, to put my salmon in later. So it's just preheating for right now. Y'all should see these colors. Can you see the colors of all the peppers and the onions? It's so pretty. Now I'm not going to want to cook that too much. I want to turn that real low down. I'm going to add, I would say probably about a tablespoon of lemon juice to this whole mixture. It smells so good. Now I'm going to add the Philadelphia Cooking Cream Southwestern Blend. This stuff's going to make the whole thing. This is what makes the dish. Now we're going to stir this around and get it nice and melted to a nice creamy sauce. Y'all should smell what I am smelling right now. I am not joking you. It smells so good. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of the white wine into this, thin it out a bit since it's going to go in the oven and cook and kind of thicken up. I want to thin it out, and what better way to thin out a cream sauce than white wine. I'd say about a fourth of a cup, a couple of tablespoons to a fourth of a cup. I just eyeball it until I get the consistency I want. Okay, I've made a real nice bed with my vegetables and my cream sauce and all, and now I'm going to take the salmon fillets and I'm going to put them in with this. I kind of mush them around and then kind of get them coated. Get all those juices and just get them buried into all those vegetables and the cream sauce. It doesn't get better than this. This is great, y'all. Alright. Wash my hands. Now, I am simply just going to take the skillet, as is, and put it in my oven and let it cook probably for about 8 minutes. You know, while this is cooking, this is a great time. I'm cleaning up. This is a great time to kind of share with you a little story of what happened last night. My daughter had a basketball game, and some of the mothers in the bleachers, we were all just talking, and I was starting to talk about the realwomenofphiladelphia.com and how awesome this site is, and all the new people and all that we've met, and all the recipes and all, and the ladies hadn't heard of it. And we were talking about it so much. And you know how neat it is to be able to share things like this. And I was talking to them about how positive the site is and how wonderful all of the ladies are on the site. And boy, if you needed ever a time where you need to be encouraged in the kitchen, this is an awesome, awesome place to be. I love this site. I love what Real Women of Philadelphia has done, not only for me, but what I'm able to spread out in my community and keep positive flowing with all of us ladies. We're busy with kids and we're busy with all of the daily activity, and to be able to go to a site and put stuff out there, put our cooking out there, which is our heart, and have nothing but positive feedback from all of y'all, that is awesome. I'm so excited that I get to share that with everybody. While that is cooking, I have something I really want to share with you. Usually when my meals are cooking, I usually have my kitchen devotional time where I love to look through my recipe books and do some documentation of my own. I have to show you something that's so important to me. This is my Grandma Keppers, and when I look through her recipe books, it's really, really cool because my grandma kept newspaper articles. She had to keep those in her recipe books. It's all in her handwriting, some of the things. This right here is a note that she wrote to her children about her recipe books. Don't say anything about how many cookbooks I have. You see, I enjoyed looking at them to spend time while I was tied to home with your dad. Now you all can enjoy them, right? Isn't that neat? And that's what it is looking at these and seeing all of that handwritten recipes and all. It just is like a little hug from the kitchen of my grandma's. It's really neat. This is my Grandma Keppers handwriting. That's all throughout the book. This was her sister-in-law's cookbook, which is really old, and it's all photocopied. But anyway, this whole thing is just full of handwritten recipes. Then I have some other recipe books from my other grandma, my mom's mama, and it's the same way. As I make a mess, watch this. But you see, newspaper clippings. This is when the typewriter was really, really big, and she worked at a library, so she liked to type out a lot of her recipes. And clippings and all. There's one clipping in here that says, it says, once a little girl wrote, whenever I see a church, I stop and pay a visit. So when I'm called up there, the Lord won't say, who is it? Love these. Just little knickknacks in here from my grandma. I developed my own recipe book, being inspired by seeing their handwriting and their little notes and clippings and all. And so I've decided to keep my own recipe book. I've put some of the Real Women of Philadelphia recipes are in there, and plus my recipes that I've developed over this little course. And I've just had a blast documenting my recipes, and hopefully someday my kids will share it with their kids. Being touched a little bit by how important the heart of the home is, which is the kitchen, and how important it was to me. So that was my special little show and tell time. Thank y'all. Alright, I just pulled it out of the oven and it smells wonderful. I'm going to put it on this very special dish. This dish is my Grandma and Grandpa Keppers' 50th wedding anniversary commemorative plate. So I got to keep it when they passed away, and I really, really like it. So today I'm going to use this to plate my dish. Let's give this a taste and see how it is. Thank you, Philly. That is awesome. With that southwestern spice and kick to it, and the creaminess on that salmon. Are you kidding me? That is good. I hope you all get a chance to try this. I know I have been busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest, trying all of y'all's recipes, trying to find out my own recipes to enter in. It has been nuts around here, but everybody's gained about 10 pounds, so thank you, I think. Anyway, from my kitchen to your kitchen, keep it simple, sweetie. Mwah. Bye, y'all.